our online Bible study. I'm so glad that you have decided to join us on. I want to do that. Father, tonight we thank you for the opportunity for revelation knowledge. We will never be the same in Jesus' name. And tonight I want to ask you about a position. It's not about a title. It's about influence. For the last few weeks now, very, very fitting definition, because you can find all kinds of that is influence. Now, accomplishing a particular task. That's what leaders way with the purpose of accomplishing it. Don't want to do, to get them to a place that them to do things that they don't want to do in order to get to that. The last several weeks have talked about how character of leadership. Who ever heard of a world manager? Have you heard of a world manager, educational manager? Who all of these people lead. They don't just manage. Leadership is more than just in charge of, but it's more than just that. It's to drink. And if you want to manage somebody, start leading. So first of all, yes, it started the known world at that time and not control himself. And so the important thing when it comes to leadership, you have to have good leadership style. Maybe you haven't written styles of leadership. And so I want to hope to give you something to think about. Leadership style, they work with their strength leader that you build around those pieces. Now, a leadership style is a particular behavior demonstrated leadership styles, and you may find different search for you five. The first one is a dictator, absolute power. They're doing what the leader says do. They call the shots. Nobody really should. Yes, there are some positives to this type of leadership. Faster than a cruise ship you want, because you're the only one that has the decisions. You're the only one making decisions. The leader, you are a dictator. So change takes is going to wipe. First of all, most people tend to resist this style. Another negative is that basically going along with whatever the to overall growth. Now, the authoritative figure, majority of the decisions with leadership, is that this they need to be leadership is that it's pretty much like the dictatorial facilitates manipulation. You're open people that are making decisions, type of style, consultative, and they consult, but there are more than just one. There's more than just one person. Leadership is that of their destiny, and they are more involved. One that was calling the shots, but he would contact who were part of his team. So this is the consultative type, or that changes may take get more input from people. Productivity. When you're more through, you have to go through more quality versus quantity. You have more voices, and the more voices you have, yes, the more conflict. Type of leadership. Involved, sharing the load of leadership, what I just gave you with the consultative of the whole group. It's more inclusive of the larger. Now, the positive in decision making, you have stronger leaders involved. They have buy-in. That changes take longer to take effect. Manipulation that comes with dictatorships. And is the laissez-faire of leadership. Don't bother me, I won't bother you. Where the leader leaves team is that it's successful when you have, and it's hardest for manipulation because you don't have one and communicates back to the team. This can work. However, the negatives of control. People go off course. In Proverbs 29:18, people cast off restraint. Now, and there are examples both historically and in the Bible we see Satan. A fair type of leadership. Historically, there was a depression hit. We see about him and his sons and how his sons were corrupt. He didn't. So there are different types. His leadership style. Moses was consultative. This was after types of leadership, and really there is no one best what your leadership style is. I'll give you these 5 things and I'm through. In your life, you've observed plenty of leaders. You've had leader after leader, types of leaders. Learn from them. You've been exposed to their type of networking with mentors. Get around some people that you're called to do. And then lifelong learning, changing. And so you have to lifelong learning. And if you would do these things, you would develop types of leadership. Situation calls for, if you need to be authoritative or if you need to be hands-off, you have the wisdom. God will give you the understanding, and that you will continue to come to an understanding God wants you to use in the future. God, we thank you. I pray that this is not falling on stony ground, but enough wisdom extraordinary.
let's walk. So, trying to turn away. Look at me. Look at me. For today. Shit's gonna be like.